interact. Okay. So first of all, I would request your mentor, Poonam ma'am, to introduce herself to you. All over to you, ma'am.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Lovely to see all of you children. A very good evening. And I welcome, I think this is the first English demo for this academic year. Well, I hope all of you have done your exams well. And I'm Poonam Rajpal. I'm going to be your learning buddy, your mentor for this batch. And I'm sure all of you are looking forward to have a good summertime filled with fun and laughter. All I request you is to add one more aspect to your summer holidays, that is a bit of learning. So which will take you a long way and make your next academic year a bit easy for all of you to carry on. So especially in terms of English grammar, something that's coming, your way if you take up this batch. So I look forward to teach and learn from you, and I expect the same from you all. So over to you, Monica ma'am. We'll have a demo session after some time.
Thank you so much, ma'am. And children, I'm sure you must have learned, you are going to learn a lot from ma'am. And look at her smile. Don't you feel that, it would be a fun journey? And yeah, so Sanvi, I like your smile also. Okay. So let's now begin. Children, I'll give a very short PPT, okay? And you can note down if you want to note down something from the PPT, right? So just allow me to share my screen. Here I go. Okay, is my screen visible?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so a very warm welcome to each one of you to this demo and interaction program for grade 5, English batch 1. Okay. So as you know, Olympiad Success is India's largest online preparation platform for Olympiad exams, and Olympiad Success Live is India's first exclusive live classes for Olympiad's preparation. School Plus is one of its own annual program that provides 8 important courses that matter at this point of time in your life. So these 8 courses include mathematics, English, science, logical reasoning, communication, both spoken and written, Vedic maths, and coding. Now, here you will get one-on-one online CBSE, ICSE, IGCSE, and IB classes for grades 2 to 12, and one-on-one preparation classes for international mathematics Olympiads like SASMO, CSMO, HKIMO, TIMO, Math Counts, US Common Core Math Competition, Math Kangaroo, PRMO. Then you can see on the screen our international rank holders for the year 2021-22. So they are so many. These are all the star performers from Olympiad Success, as you can see. Now, what you will get is group sessions, which will consist of around 20 students. These classes will be delivered through Zoom by our seasoned tutors, who have significant teaching experience. So you get 3 sessions per week. The days would be Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Timings would be from 5 p.m. till 6:15 p.m. with 5 minutes break in between. So the flow of the session would be like 35 minutes class, then 5 minutes break in between, and then again followed by 35 minutes of class. The sessions would include a mix of theory, practice questions, doubt sessions, and discussion on previous year papers. So students, you will get reading material and practice questions, which will be available on the dashboard of Olympiad Success. Now, very shortly, you will get a virtual tour of the dashboard of Olympiad Success by Rajan sir. So students, you will get a free access to Olympiad Success platform so that you can practice topic-wise mock tests for both English and reasoning also. Okay. So the syllabus of this course is available on this link. And don't worry, all the important links have already been shared with you by Rajan sir in the chat box. And you can copy paste those links. You can utilize those links. And just by clicking, you will get all the details. The fee for this course is rupees 10,038. So it is a 45 sessions course. Okay. And payment can be done using this link. This fees includes online classes, daily reading notes and exercises, practice of previous year papers, and access to Olympiad Success platform for English as well as logical reasoning. All you require for these classes is a laptop or a desktop with good internet speed, with headphones for audio clarity, and of course, camera, because we do not allow students without video in the class, okay? Though in this session, in this demo session, you are on mute and you are interacting via chat box, but in the classes, it will be highly interactive, okay? You'll be free to interact with your mentor. So preparation for Olympiad exams is slightly tougher than regular school curriculum, okay? Because you already know that you have to work a little harder for Olympiad exams, and you at least need to spend 2 hours extra every day so that you can cope up with the curriculum. And of course, parental support is required at the back end to check answers, retaliate concepts. That's all. Thank you so much. So now I would request Rajan sir to give you a virtual tour of the Olympiad success dashboard.
Sure, ma'am. Let me share my screen. So I believe my screen is visible, students. So this is the website of Olympiad Success. Okay. So once you enroll with us, okay. So like, let me show you how you can check the content. So you need to click on my account, okay, for login. So I'm just logging with my credential for now. So once you like enroll for this course, we will give you the credentials also for login. So this is the student profile. All the content you can check in the live classes. Okay. So in the live classes, students, you need to select the subject firstly. Then here you can select the topic. Okay. So for each and every topic, students, you will find the reading material, practice questions, and answer key. Let me show you the reading material here, how it looks like. So this is the reading material, students. Okay. So for each and every topic, you will find the reading material like this. Now, other than that, you will get practice questions and answer key. Let me show you the practice questions also. So this is a practice question set. Okay. And students, you will also see schedule here. Okay. So like for each and every session, which topic we are going to cover, you can check here. Like in session 1, we are going to cover nouns. Okay. So that's how it is. And after like few topics, there will be a test and doubt discussion session. Okay. So in that, there will be one mock test that you need to attempt. And then we will do the doubt discussion. Okay. Mentor will take your doubts. This is the holiday calendar, students. Okay. So you can check the holidays that you have. Other than students, like Monica ma'am shared you will also get a mock test access for English as well as for logical reasoning that you can access in the worksheet tab. Let me show you. So here you can choose the subject, that is English. Okay. So here you can see the mock test. These are the topic wise mock test. Other than that, you can also access the logical reasoning topic wise mock test. So these are the mock tests for logical reasoning. Okay, students. So other than that, students, when you attempt the mock test in the performance tab, anytime you can check the performance, like the score you have. Okay. And you just need to click on detailed result view. Here you will get the analytics, like how many questions you attempted, how many are correct, how many are wrong. Click on review and you can check the correct answer you have marked and the correct answer for that particular question. Okay. So this is about this platform, students. Now, if anyone have any doubt or query regarding this or regarding the course detail, just let us know in the chat box. Okay. We will really happy to answer that. Do anyone have any query or doubt? Okay.
No doubt.
No one have any doubt.
No doubt. Okay.
Okay, let me ask the questions then. So students, can you tell me like the days on which you have the classes? You can write in the chat box. Okay, Sanvi, I think is already ready with the answer. Correct. It is Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And students, what is class timing? 5 to 6:30. Okay, it's AM or PM? You need to write that also. Yes, correct. It is 5 to 6:30 PM. Correct, Bhavya. Correct, Udit. Yeah, it is. Okay, one more question. Only last one. How many sessions will be there? The number of sessions. Monica ma'am highlighted in the PPT. Yes, correct. There will be 45 sessions.
We're
I
smart.
think we got smart students today. Okay, any other query or doubt, students? No? 3 per week? Yes, you are also correct, Pradyuman. Pradyum, sorry. No, sir, please continue. Okay, I think, ma'am, we can start with the session in that case, as they don't have any doubt. So over to you, Poonam, ma'am.
Thank you so much, sir. Like Ranjan sir has already told that we have some smart students, so I'm expecting a lot of smartness here in this class. The first thing is that I want all of you to switch on your video and show me your smart faces. Jian, Nirlagya, Nidhi, I'm sorry if I'm not pronouncing your names properly. Mohammed, thank you so much for switching on your video. And Rakshan. Okay, if you're able to, please switch on your video. Thank you so much to those who switched on. Okay, today we are going to start with a very interesting topic, very important topic. You might not even have it part of your academic English grammar, but this is something not only going to help you with your grammar or academics, but also will help you to improvise or enhance your speaking, learning your speaking language, which will enhance, it will give you confidence, or maybe, most of us make a lot of errors or mistakes if we are not good at this concept. Any guesses? Any guesses? What are we going to discuss about today, or what are we going to learn about? Come on, you all can, like you said, you all can. Children, only in this demo session, we are going to interact through chat. But in your in our regular classes, you are allowed to ask me infinite questions and, clarify your doubts. Teach me also. Articles, no. Articles, although is very important, equally important. Something else. Yes, Sanvi, smart. The second guess itself was right. Subject verb agreement. Tell me, how many of you, raise your hand, how many of you heard of subject verb agreement or have some idea about this concept? And if you do not know, please don't feel bad about it. It's okay. Rather, you get excited. Today, I'm going to come to know, about it. Okay, a very few. Okay, some of you here are aware. I'm happy. And some of you are not aware. That's okay. Okay, so yes, you can lower your hand now so that, when I ask you questions, you can raise your hand later. Okay, I'm going to quickly share my screen. Let me know. Give me a thumbs up if you are able to see my screen. Can you see? Okay, thank you so much. I'll make is it slideshow, Monica ma'am?
Yes, yes.
Yeah, thank you so much. Okay, now this concept subject verb agreement sounds a little complicated or very new to a lot of you, but trust me, it's very easy. It's a lot of fun to actually calculate that and then, arrive at the answer if you really know the logic well. Okay, now subject verb agreement. Before we get on to the concept, let me ask you or know if you know what is a subject. What do you mean by subject in a sentence? Come on. I want you all to be very quick in, typing out answer. Don't fear any wrong answers. Every answer is, welcomed. But I'll expect, I expect interaction. Okay, a noun, Pradyuman. Yes. Main character of a sentence, Anvi says. Excellent. Yes, both of you are right. It can be a noun, it can be a pronoun as well. Now, noun, subject here might sound very easy, but as we, go further, it can get a little tricky. So it's important that we understand the foundation. Okay. Subject means the main character, like Sanvi said, or easier to remember is, in a sentence, the subject is the doer of the action. Now, what is an action? Which part of speech is action? Can someone tell me that? Come on, quickly type out which part of speech is action. I'm waiting. Quickly type out. Verb, Jian, Urvija, yes, you all have right. It's the verb. So all of you are aware very, confidently that verb means action. So there's someone who is doing the action. Who is the doer? Which is the subject in a sentence. Simple. The one who does the action in the sentence is the subject. Now, Poonam ma'am is teaching English. Very clearly, teaching here is the action. Ask yourself the question, who is doing the action? Poonam ma'am. So Poonam ma'am becomes the subject. Okay. So how do I identify a subject in a sentence? Which I've already explained. Identify the word in the sentence first. Second, then answer to the question, who is doing the action? The third point, you arrive at the answer that this is the subject. Okay, are you all clear? I see some of you writing down notes. Excellent. Give me a thumbs up if you are aware, or if you confident enough to identify subject in a sentence. Okay, thank you so much. Okay, now let's build a stronger foundation to understand subject-verb agreement. So to understand that concept, I need to know some basic rules. Like to understand or to learn multiplication, it's important that I learn addition. So likewise, I have a few tips or basic rules that you need to understand before we go ahead with the concept subject-verb agreement. Okay. Very simple question. How do we convert usually or mostly singular nouns to plural nouns? How do I convert that? I'm looking at the chat window. Yeah, Pradyuman says I add ES or mostly. When my question is mostly, usually by adding S. Yes, very nice. Urvija, yes, very good. By adding S. Okay. Now, give me, why am I not going? Yes, by adding S. You're right. Now, did we ever know that in verbs also we have singular and plural? Something we did not know at all. So, now the second question is, how do I convert singular verbs to plural verbs? First thing is that, some of you might are aware, or you all are coming to know this revelation that verbs also have two forms, singular and plural. Now, how do I convert them from singular to plural? The answer is opposite. You know what is the answer? I remove S from the word. So that means the verb without S is plural, is singular, because with S, all the nouns, with S, pencils, rooms, boys, girls, computers, classes are plural. But the moment when I say play, only play, not plays, teach, dance, sit, cook, pick up any action. I'm not talking about your other tenses, your basic, the root form of the verb. Okay, no ing, no ed. Plays becomes singular, with this becomes singular, play becomes plural. Okay, so let's look at a few examples for better clarity. That is, bat, bats, ball, balls, rose, roses, pen, pens, table, tables. When it comes to verbs, your plays, eats, dances, sings, cooks, all are singular. Play, eat, dance, sing, cook are plural. So the moment you get confused, go back to your basic understanding of nouns, which is more stronger, because we've been, we've been learning this since we were in maybe class 1. So that's something that we will not go wrong. So go back and then tell yourself it acts opposite when it comes to verbs. Simple. Apply the same logic in the opposite manner. Noun and verbs both act in an opposite manner when forming singular and to plural. Yes, are we clear with this? Give me a thumbs up, or any doubts you are free to ask me, type out, or I will wait for you if you are if you raise your hand and let me know you have any doubt and type out in the chat section. Come on, I want, it's very important, children. Yes, most of you are giving me thumbs up, but I want interaction, participation from each participant here. It's very important that you understand this. It's going to make your concept clearer, easier when we learn, ahead about SVA, that is subject verb agreement. Okay, fine. So we'll go ahead. Did I miss anything with in chat? Let me check. Understood. Okay. I got your message. Okay, now some more verbs which we identify as helping verbs. Okay. They also coincidentally end with S under singular. Has, have, is, are, was, were, does, do. So if you see has, is, was, does all come under singular forms of verbs, and without S, the other part is your plural. Okay, just have a look at this. This also plays a very important role. You might be aware that is, but you should know the plural of is are. Okay, good. Now comes the main concept, that is SVA subject verb agreement. Now, I'll tell you one thing. Let me tell you, metaphorically about subject verb agreement, that let's say there's a relationship between a tenant and a owner. I hope you understand who is a tenant. The one who comes and stays at someone's house and by paying rent. Now they come in terms, they come to an agreement that, look, you stay at my place. In return, you pay me about 10,000 rupees every month on every 5th of every month without fail. Failing which, I will ask you to vacate my house. So he agrees, the tenant agrees. Okay, I'll pay you 10K. And apart from this agreement of 10,000, he comes up with more, a few more rules that, look, pet is not allowed in my house. And you are not supposed to cook non-veg. And you're supposed to pay me, some advance of 10 months rent. Or you're supposed to keep this particular garden very clean. A few more rules, because it is his house. He's the owner. So first thing is, they came in terms, they agreed with each other, okay, where the owner sets a few rules to the tenant. So the subject and verb also have come in terms, have come in agreement with each other, where the subject is the owner in the sentence and the verb is the tenant. The subject, since is the owner, verb has to listen to the subject. Subject will not listen to the verb. Okay. So the subject says, you know what subject says? That we will agree with one another in number. What do you mean by number? In English grammar, we have two numbers, singular and plural. So what subject is trying to tell? Verb is, if I am singular, you also be singular. You means verb. If I am plural, you also be plural. That is what, the definition is here about subject, the golden rule of subject verb agreement. That's the golden rule. If the subject is singular, the verb must also be singular. If the subject is plural, the verb must also be plural. And if there's something wrong, they are not in agreement with each other, that sentence is a grammatically incorrect sentence. Okay, so you lose marks, you don't know, you don't sound right. It's something, definitely a lot of times we all know what is to be put, but we do not know the logic behind. So now you will have a better idea that why am I using are here? Why am I using have here? All your questions will be answered. It's just not about sounding right. You have to know logically what is right. Okay, so this is the golden rule. Golden rule, I repeat, they both agree in number. In number is nothing but singular and plural. Clear with this? Give me a thumbs up. All those who are on video can physically show me a thumbs up. Thank you so much. Okay, now, example. The dog chases the cat. The first question here to ask yourself is identifying subject. What is the subject here? Clearly, no. Easier is first ask what is the verb here, because easier to identify the action. Chases. Then, who's chasing? Dog. Dog is the doer. That means it's a subject. So first thing to really know or identify whether this has subject-verb agreement, whether this sentence is grammatically correct, whether it is following the golden rule of subject-verb agreement. So first you have to find out the verb, the subject. So chases, chases and dog. Dog here is the subject, which is what? Singular or plural? Obviously it is singular. Okay, you identify this with it's the subject, it is singular subject. Chases, I told you there, that means there's another word, chase, chases. So chases with S verb is singular. So that means this is a grammatically correct sentence. It is following the golden rule of SVA. Singular subject, singular verb. Simple. Now, next. The dogs, which is plural, chase. Without S, the verb is plural. Dogs chase the cat. If I would have told the dogs, which is plural, chases the cat. Clearly this is wrong. The dogs chases the cat. You know why? Because dogs here is plural, chases is singular. But the agreement is both have to match in number. And they are not matching. So that becomes a wrong sentence. The dogs chase the cat. Got it, children? Don't worry. We are going to do a lot of exercises, interaction, quiz, and, also solve a lot of papers, which will definitely give you more confidence or, have a better grip. And even English grammar is like your math. You need to work out. You need to have a lot of practice before you actually gain confidence. So I don't want any of you to really gain confidence unless you really solve those problems one by one. Okay. Yes. Mohammed Ifraz has raised her hand. Can you type out, Mohammed? Can you type out your doubt? Or just let me know if you have doubt. Okay, I'm waiting. Okay. Anyways, I'll have my eye on the chat section. As the doubt pops up, I'm going to clarify. Okay. Now, I want all of you to solve considering the golden or applying the golden rule of SVA. Remember, not always your subjects are noun. They can be pronoun also, and just apply the same singular and plural. Come on. I want you all to write down all 4 answers together. Don't go by what others are writing. It's okay if you're wrong. Just apply what you have learned now and answer. Put a comma in between the 2 words. No, Anihan, don't send me one at a time. Send me all 4. Okay, I'm giving you about 30 to 40 seconds. I've given you the basic, the root form. Okay, so you can either add S or just continue with the same word without S. Pradyum, I want you to solve this baby on the screen. What should you see? There are two options: go, goes, travel, travels, respect, respects, respect, respects. Okay, Sanvi has given me the answer. Maitrayani has given me the answer. I am going to tell you, but I'm waiting for others. Okay, also, I have an, Kairavi has also answered all. And most of you are right. Come on, I want all of you to try this, children. You will feel good. Yes, even if your answers are wrong, I'm sure you will learn from your wrong answers. Nidhi has written. Anihan, okay. Okay, so we have about how many of you have answered? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, about 50% of the students present here. Okay, good. And most of you are right. Jian also has sent and he's right. Now, he goes to work by bus. He clearly is the subject doing the action of going. He is the subject, which is singular, and a verb with S has to be singular. Goes. They is plural. So I'll keep the word. Now, Jian, I think you've gone wrong with the second one, baby. I think, see, they is plural. Remember, plural acts opposite. Without S, verb is plural. They travel to work by bus without S. My mom, excuse me, which is singular, respect or respects. My mom respects me. My mom here is singular, so with S, verb is singular. My friends becomes plural. Excuse me. My friends is plural. Verb without S is plural. My friends respect me. Okay. Now, I told you that tenant and the owner, apart from the golden rule or the main rule of, paying the rent, he's come up with many other rules. So likewise, subject verb agreement also has a few rules apart from the golden rule. Okay, it's not that easy. Till here we've come to know. Good. Now, there are about 12 to 14 rules. Not all of these rules will be learned today, which will be learned during the regular classes. We will learn about 2 to 3 rules today, apart from the golden rule, which we've already learned. The indefinite pronouns, okay? All of you are aware, pronouns are those words which replace a noun. Under pronouns, we have different, types. So one of the type is indefinite pronoun. Now, indefinite pronouns, I would say words ending with body, one, and thing. So anyone, everyone, someone, no one, nobody, everybody, everything, nothing, no one, someone, everyone, all these come under the indefinite pronouns. Instead of telling a name, we have this. So obviously what will happen when I say everyone? So what we will assume here is, it's easy to assume that everyone is definitely something that is addressing more than one. So obviously we'll consider that to be plural. Hence the rule is so that we don't get confused. So indefinite pronouns and all these require singular verbs, because here you are treating indefinite pronouns as singular subject. Hence a singular verb is required. So don't treat them as plural subjects, although they might, confuse you to be plural. Everyone has done his or her homework. Everyone will be like, maybe I'm talking about 30 students in the class. So I will say, okay, this is plural. No, it's still it is to be considered as one unit. So I'll treat it as singular, hence a singular verb will be followed. Has, not have. Somebody has left her purse. Somebody has left the purse. Okay, or it could be maybe it's specifying a lady's purse, that's why it's her purse. It is. Now when I say oh, good to see everyone are present, no, everybody is present or everyone is present. Okay, so whenever you have indefinite pronouns, the verb has to be in singular. Are we clear? You can just tell yourself whenever there's indefinite pronoun, I used to always, even today when I learn something new, I talk to myself as if I'm teaching. I tell myself, Poonam. So indefinite pronoun means, so I'm just, trying to register that in my mind before it just vanishes or evaporates. It's important. So we all nod very quickly, very nicely, but moment we are out of the class, we forget. So that reiteration is required, children, to tell yourself. And I appreciate those who are writing. So even when you write, it kind of registers well. Now, the second rule here says the pronouns neither and either are singular and require singular verbs, even though they seem to be referring in a sense to two things. If they are referring to two things, you might say, oh, so that means the verb has to be plural. No. Neither of the two computers is working. But the rule you should always remember the rule. So if that rule is applied here, or is, the sentence is formed in such a way that, the second rule of SV has to be applied. Because the word neither is used here. And I look at the word computers, I will get confused. I will say this is plural, so I will have to write are or have. No, I will write is or has or whatever, but all the singular forms, because the word neither is used. Which dress do you want for Christmas? I would say either is fine with me. So there are two dresses. Either is fine with me. Either means just one of it. So that's why I'm using plural. The singular form is. Now, the third one, some words end in S and appear to be plural. Okay, can be confusing, but are singular and require singular verbs because their default spelling of the subject itself has S in it. Not that I am adding S. Like I would say boy, I'm adding S to make it plural. Here the S is not added. By default, the spelling has S, so don't get confused. Measles is a dangerous disease. Okay, the name of that disease itself has the word S in it. The news from them is unpleasant. Is, although the word has S, news. Do you have a singular form of news has new? No, right? So there's nothing, no singular form there. So news itself has S. It can be one news, it can be five news. So we'll consider that to be news. One. So is. Okay, this is something easy. We'll learn. Okay, now I want you all to apply these three rules and answer to these three questions. And just follow the same pattern. Send me all three together with a comma in between. Send me your example. I will clarify a bit later. Wait. I want you all to answer this now. Okay, I have Kairavi and Sanvi who've answered, and most of your answers are right. Anihan, eat is okay. I thought you put a comma. Okay, I'll go ahead and answer these. If somebody, wait, let me remove this. Yeah. Okay, Bhavya, Jian. Okay, good number of students have answered, and most of you are right. If somebody eats this apple pile, I will not spare them. Now, because the indefinite pronoun somebody is used, and like the rule says, I have to treat it as a singular subject, hence a singular verb will be used. So eats with S is singular. Somebody eats, not somebody eat this. Physics, although ends with S, I will not treat it as plural. I will still continue to treat it as singular because it's a default letter used for the spelling. Physics is my favorite subject. My father neither smokes nor drinks. Because the word neither is used, I will consider it to be or treat it as singular. Or singular verb has to be used. Smokes or drinks. And most of you are right. Good. Now, fourth rule. The verb in and or, neither or, either or, neither nor sentence agrees with the noun or pronoun closest to it. Now, I gave you an example of neither where there was only one subject used, two computers, although it was in plural form. Here, neither or either or whatever are using two different entities, two subjects here. Neither the clerks nor the secretary has the keys. The word neither is used. Okay, now I'm going to wait. See, the word neither is used indicating clerks and secretary. Now the sentence says the verb agrees to the closest to it. Now here is the verb. What is close? The secretary or the clerk? Obviously, the verb is closer to secretary. So I will take that form. That means secretary is a singular form. It's not secretaries. Secretary. That's why, hence, my verb is singular. If this is singular, this will also be singular. Here, the clerks is plural. Now, if I would have told neither the secretary nor the clerks, if I swap this, the verb will be have, because I'm considering the one which is closer to my verb. If instead of secretary, please understand, the word would have been clerks, and if the in clerks place, secretary would have come. Clerks is plural, my verb would have been have. So neither the teacher nor the children, see here, this is singular, this is plural. Children is plural, child is singular, isn't it? That's why I'm using the plural form, because the verb is closer to this subject. I will take that form. Either the chairs or the boxes have to be moved. Okay, here, incidentally, both are in plural, so no confusion. Not has to be moved. Okay, all of you are clear with this? Okay. Next. Has a general rule, use a plural verb with two or more subjects when they are connected by and. Simple. This is more easier to understand. Actually, TV and radio are my means of entertainment. TV, radio might be a singular in their own way, but they're coming together. They are becoming two subjects in the sentence. Hence, I will use a plural subject because they are two subjects. Red and yellow. So there are two subjects. Two is plural. Are my favorite colors. Friends and relatives were present for my birthday celebration. Okay. Now, sixth one, very important. I went a little fast with the last two because they were easier. This is something to really listen carefully. Use a singular verb with distance periods of time, and sums of money. When considered as a unit. Remember, when I'm talking about distance, I'm talking about subject. When my subject is either a distance, periods of time, or sum of money, I am going to use a singular form of verb. 10 lakh. It's very easy to get confused. 10 lakh, ma'am, is 10 lakhs. Is a plural form. But because the rule says that, and it comes under sum of money, I have to treat it as singular. A verb also has to be singular. So 10 lakhs is a huge amount to carry in form of cash. 365 days makes 1 year. So if you look at this, 365 days is periods of time. Okay, if I didn't have this rule, I would have considered the subject 365 days as plural. So my verb without S is plural. I would have written make. But no, I will still continue to write makes here because the rule says I should consider these 3 categories as singular. So hence my verb also has to be singular. 160 kilometers, which is distance. It can be anything. It can, if I'm talking about kilometers, miles, thousands, hundreds, months, or whatever, under these 3 categories. So 165 kilometers is equivalent, not are equivalent. Okay, so quickly apply all these and write down these. Come on, you have about 2 minutes to, no, 2 minutes is too much. About 45 seconds or 1 minute. See, even if you're not writing down, even if you're writing down in your book, I'll still appreciate if you're doing that sincerely. When we discuss, you should be able to, correct the mistakes if you have any. Okay, I'll wait for about 2 or 3 of you to answer these, and rest all of you, make sure you, even if you're doing it mentally, I'm okay, but do it sincerely. Okay, children. Anihan, are you done? I don't see you typing. Or you doing it mentally? Are there too many? Okay. How many of you are done? If you can tell me. Okay, I see many of you writing down though, or typing out. Okay, Anihan has already done visits deliver. Where is our, okay. In about 2 to 3 minutes, Ifraz. Visits deliver was, is, are, is, was. Okay. Okay. Visits deliver where is, are, is, was. Okay. Let me discuss. Okay, good. Most of you are, have sent me. Rahul and his parents visit or visits. So remember, Rahul and his parents are what? 2 subjects. Hence, they are plural subjects. So, visit us often. Either the workers or the boss. Boss is what? Which is very closer to the blank, where verb will come. Singular. Yes, Sanvi told very well. Singular. So, is it deliver? or delivers, delivers. Okay, with S is the verb which is singular. Neither math is the name, nor his brothers, plural, were at the party. 4 miles, remember, distance is a long way to walk. 2 dogs are running in the circle because it doesn't come under any category of periods of time, distance, or sum of money. $5 come under sums. Is too much to ask for. 2 dogs running in the circle. Okay, everybody, which is an indefinite pronoun, the first rule was asked to remain quiet. Okay, so how many of you got all 7 right? Oh, good. Good. Okay, now the ones who've not got it right also is good. It's okay. You've learned something for sure today. Okay, so with this we end today's class. I hope you learned something. I'm sure you learned some, more than something. And this will be reiterated with form of quiz, exercises, and more interaction, not through chat. Okay, with this I end today's class. I look forward to teach you all in the regular classes. Yes, Ranjan sir.
Yeah, thank you, ma'am. Thank you for the wonderful session today.
Thank you.
And thank you, students, for joining. So, students, how was the session? You can write in the chat box. Do you like it? Waiting for your responses.
Sanvi, yes, you are right. Even collective noun also is to be considered, but they come under other rules. Because of the paucity of time, I will not be able to teach you all rules.
Good. It was very good. Okay. Thank you. Thank you, students, for the feedback. So, students, now Poonam will meet you in the live classes. Okay. I can't say how good it was. Okay. The session was outstanding. Okay. Thank you. Thank you, students. So now ma'am will meet you in the live classes. So hope you see you in the live classes, everyone. Okay. Bye, everyone.
Bye, children. Take care. Have a great evening. Take care. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, ma'am. Bye.